What's up everybody, I'm Fabi Made Up, and today I'm super excited because I have the new Pat McGrath holiday palette. It's called Celestial Nirvana. This is the third year she launches a holiday palette. I don't have any of her previous ones. This is my very first, and if you open it up, it looks a little overwhelming. But what Pat says is look at it in 3 different sections. Think of a look in terms of this first section, these few shades that you see right here. Then look at the next 6 shades as its own group per se and create a look out of those. They all go together really well. And then finally, we have these 6. And when you look at the palette in those terms broken down into 3 different sections, I think it becomes a lot less overwhelming. What I'm noticing right away is that you have several neutral, very wearable shades. So if you wanted to create really basic neutral looks, you could, but then again, you probably have those neutral brown shades in other palettes, right? I think one of the selling points of this palette is to go bolder, go more colorful. So this works if you want to go the colorful route or if you want to stay in the neutral shade zone. For this video, I'm going to challenge myself and come up with 2 looks per section. So a total of 6 looks. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So let's get straight to that look. That'll be number 1, and we're starting in the middle section. We're gonna start with the bright bubble pink color. Now, when I tell you that yesterday was the first time that I put on a red eyeshadow on my eyes, I'm not lying. So yeah, here goes the pink. And I'm putting it all over my crease. Next, I'm gonna grab a Refer 26 and dip into purpley shade called Fabulosity. I'm going to pack it here in the outer third of the lid. And then with what's left on the brush, I'm gonna sweep it more towards the center. Let's intensify the color again. So I dipped in one more time. Blend the edges out here into a V. Okay, now we're gonna take that same color, Fabulosity, and place it on the inner portion of the eye. Now with the same brush, I'm gonna dip into the darkest purple, and again, place it in the outer third of the eye. I'm not bringing it as high as the previous purple. And I'm also placing it right here in the inner corner. Now I'm gonna grab a clean brush. This is a Sigma E32, and I'm gonna go over the edges with the bubblegum pink once more, just to blend everything. If you don't want to do pink, you could get just a skin colored shadow and blend around the edges. Now we're gonna take Aquarian Dream, and I'm using my fingertips and I'm popping it here in the center. I really love how this is looking. The combination of these purples with the pink and the blue, this looks very cool. So I'm gonna grab the brush that I was using for the purples and just tap here on the edges of the blue to blend the blue into the purple a little bit better. Same thing in the other eye. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to dip into Fabulosity with a smudge brush. This is a Sigma E20. And if you want to grab a fluffy brush, the same one that we were using for the purples maybe, and dip into Fabulosity again and just smoke this color a little bit lower. And bring it up and connect it with the top shadow here. Now for liner, I'm gonna use the navy blue with a really sharp brush. It's stiff and it's sharp. This is a Scott Barnes number 59. This brush is really good, especially for this. So I'm just stamping it along the lash line. Let's do the upper lash line too. Very thin line. So just pressing right on the lashes. Whereas here in the outer half, it's okay if the line is a bit thicker. Of course, you can do whatever you want. This is just how I like it today. I change my mind pretty often, so we all do. That wing does not look very good. Can I wipe it off? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. With the fluffy brush that I used to apply the bubblegum pink, I'm just gonna blend this outer edge. This is the final look. I think it looks super cool. I am loving it. I'm gonna go off camera and pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. I'm back with lashes on and I'm wearing the Falscara segments. Starting in the beginning of the lash line, I'm wearing mediums, and then at the very end, I'm wearing a long one. We're not done with this look yet. I'm gonna use Lunar Lavender as the inner corner highlight. All right, almost done. Now we're gonna grab a navy blue liner. I have this one from Lancôme, 24-hour Drama Liquid Pencil in Parisian Night Metallic. And I'm using it in the waterline. All right, there we go. I love how this one came out. Look at that. This is a really pretty look. It's different. The blue is absolutely gorgeous. And then when you put it next to the purples, wow, they really make each other pop. And we have the bubblegum pink all around the edge. All right, let's move on to the next look. Okay, so we finished look number 1. I said that I was gonna stay, oh my God, that I was gonna stay in this middle section, but I did jump out into this bubblegum pink as well. Now for the next look, I have 2 in mind with this middle section. So I'm just gonna do one here and the other one in the other eye. We're going in here with Fabulosity. Might look a little bit darker than it should because I dipped into the navy blue by mistake. Tried to wipe it off, but it did not come off completely. I'm going to bring that same purple Fabulosity. I'm going to keep it in the outer third, but I'm just going to bring it in a teeny bit more. And then with whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to blend it and bring it across the crease. And I'm blending it out. Here are the edges. Is my mic on? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. And now with my finger, I'm going to grab, what's it called? Eternal Amour. Wow, this color is gorgeous. Yes. I'm bringing it up a little. Do towards the inner corner. Should I put the other? Maybe I will use that Lunar Lavender. Again, the same one that, no, you know what? Let's do it. Let's see what happens. I think that I would have been happier with Cosmic Champagne. So I'm gonna grab Cosmic Champagne with that same brush and kind of put it on top of the lavender, hoping that it'll cover it, but I doubt it. But still, it won't be as lavendery. I want more of the champagne color there. No, I'm gonna use some eye makeup remover because I'm not liking that inner corner. Let that dry for a minute. In the meantime, let's pack on more Fabulosity out here in the corner of the eye. Bring it in towards the inner corner. Let me see if I tap it here where the purple and the shimmer mix. Is it gonna look more blended? I think so. I think it looks more blended. Now I'll go in again with the inner corner color, the champagne color that I wanted. And let's just pop it here. I think it still looks lavender. That's okay, it's still nice. And with a fluffier brush, let's bring it down. Okay, that's pretty. So this is look number 2 from the middle section. And now, also from the middle section, let's go blue. So this will be a halo eye. Navy in the outer third and also in the inner third. And I'm going to connect both here along the crease lightly. And now in the middle, I'm gonna put Lunar Lavender. Pretty. Wow. Of course, a little bit more blending is required. Let's use this tapered but fluffy brush and tap here where they meet, where both colors meet, and also here where both colors meet. These outer edges, blend those out. The shadow's blending nicely. I mean, it goes on, it seems patchy just because it's so saturated. The color is, it's so pigmented. I mean, that's normal. You have to blend it afterwards. Let me put, what is wrong with me? Let me put more Lunar Lavender. Oh, that's why, because I'm thinking of lunar. That's the next word that's coming after put, this lunar. So I'm getting ahead of myself and saying put. Feel free to disregard all of that. Wow, this looks really pretty. So this is just blue. And that, it doesn't look lavender to me. Maybe like a very, very light lavender, almost almost white. What do we do about the lower lash line? Well, I think, was I not recording this whole time? Oh my God. Now I'm gonna take a little brush, dip it into the navy blue shadow again, and run it along the lower lash line. I'm not gonna bring it down a lot, like I'm not gonna smoke it out. I'm just gonna stay close to the lash line. And for the inner corner, we're gonna use again that same shade that we used in the middle. So tell me, which one of these two looks do you like better? Purple one, or no, let's give them numbers. That'll be easier. Number 2 or number 3? Which one do you like better, 2 or 3? I like 3 better. Okay, so we've done 3 looks with this middle section of the palette. Next, we're gonna go with the first one, with the first section. This should be easy because a lot of easy neutrals in that section. Now, do I have another clean brush? Perhaps you are clean. Let's start with this light brown. It's called Heavenly Bronze. And I'm gonna use that along the crease, all along the crease. Which route am I going with this? Okay, I'm gonna do a very wearable look on this eye. And for that, I'm gonna go into Bronze Infatuation with my finger. Wow, this is a beautiful color. I'm bringing it all the way into the inner corner, and again with our fluffy brush, I'm gonna swipe it just along the edges of the shimmer to hopefully blend it in a little bit better. Another set of eyelashes is falling off. Let's address that. So that's that. Easy and wearable. 2 colors. If you wanted to, you could grab the darker brown and give it more depth out here in the outer corner, and that looks even better. I like that. Nice and easy and very pretty. That shimmer, is it shimmer? It's bordering on glitter. It's beautiful. All right, let's think about the look that we're gonna do on this eye. For sure, I have to incorporate that green. Well, I think that green needs to go on the outer corner of the eye with, maybe we bring it out. And we'll do a wing. We'll do a wing with black liner. For now, we're just packing this green color so it's nice and pigmented, saturated. Now with a very small detail brush, I'm gonna grab that green and I'm gonna start tracing our wing. Now I'm going to fill it in with some of that green, a smoky green wing. I'm gonna put some liquid black liner in a second, but let's just make sure that this green is nice and intense. And you know what? I'm gonna grab the darkest brown and I'm gonna run it out just along the crease very lightly. More of the brown there. And now we're gonna go for the gold called what? Guilty Opulence. Yeah, okay, let's use this one. Bring it over the green a little bit to blend them out. Okay, that's pretty. Now let's attempt the wing. I'm getting some of the Dorleen and then my Inglot gel liner. Mixing the gel liner with the Dorleen. I'm a little nervous about this wing. Ah. Oh no, messed it up. Ah! This is a job for a pointy Q-tip. I am going to bring in more of the green. Kind of tap over the wing to kind of soften it. Not bad, not bad. Fluffy brush again to blend. I need some more of that brown, that light brown in here. All right, there we go. So I'm happy with this look. I'm happy with both looks. They're pretty wearable. This one especially, such a beautiful bronze shimmer or glitter. And then we have the gold and the green. Gold and green always go really well together. I think I'm gonna grab some of the champagne and bring it into the inner corner. Probably needs to be blended a little bit better, but it's pretty good. I've dirtied all my brushes, guys, so I don't have a lot to work with here. All right, now let's get into the third section of the palette. I'm grabbing a rougher 27. I don't know how pigmented this one is, so I'm going in lightly. I'm still building that transition shade. And I'm blending the outer corner. Next, I'm gonna grab Auburn. I think I'm gonna go for a halo kind of eye here. I keep building this color because I want it to show up pretty dark. And then connect the two very lightly. This shade is quite pigmented actually, so I have to tread lightly here. And then I'm gonna grab this glittery gold, Heavenly Bronze. Okay, it's a bronze, not a gold. I'm grabbing that. This looks super foiled. Let's see what it looks like on the lid. You know what? I'm gonna use the Artistry wand just to give it a little bit more, something tacky to grip onto, and hopefully this will intensify it even more. So I'm swiping it here in the center of the lid, where I'm gonna put the shiny color. Now I want to blend that auburn shade into the gold shade, so very slightly I will pat over that line where they meet and bring it down here on the lower lash line. With my fluffy brush, I am going to blend the outer corner here. I'm actually gonna grab a skin toned color. This is a Makeup by Mario palette, and use that to blend the edges even more. Now I'm gonna grab the other gold metallic color called Golden Angelica, and that will go in the inner corner. All right, so there's look, what is it? I forget what number. I'll pop the number up here. Just blend it a little bit more. This eyeliner will look really nice. This is Mambo from NARS, which is sort of like a reddish brown. So it really is perfect for this look. It'll play off of the reddish browns that we have on. And there we go. All right, for the final look, I'm gonna take a risk. A big risk. This might not turn out good at all. It might not even be acceptable. Let's do it. Do I know exactly what kind of look I'm going for? No, I do not. So I'm dipping into this fiery, super pigmented shade. Let's start with that. I'm gonna bring it down along the lower lash line. I have 20% faith that this will turn out okay. Stepping outside of my comfort zone, people. I am going to pull out a wing with this same shadow. I was just gonna say that it's a lot more difficult to do your makeup with lashes already on because I can't really see behind them in this area that well. But then I said, you know what? It's gonna sound like I'm making excuses in case this look turns out horrible. But I still said it. Now with this same brush, I'm gonna grab the auburn and we're gonna go over the wing with it. Maybe with that same auburn, I'm going to start to kind of smoke. And then with the tip of the brush, bringing it in. And then we're gonna grab Altered State with my finger and put it on the bare area of the lid there. Bring it all the way down to the lash line. How about we blend it in with that bubblegum pink? It is located in the right section, so I'm assuming that it'll go well together. So I grab that pink and let's use it to blend here along the edges. That is pretty cool. And then, this still doesn't look very well blended. I need a skin tone color again. Why do I complicate my life? Why didn't I stick to just one look per section and do a total of 3 looks? Skin color shade, and I'm using it to hopefully diffuse these edges a bit more. Now, an itty bitty inner wing. This does need some black liner. That I like. Smudge the liner just a little bit. It looks really cool with the black liner. And I don't know if you can see that there's some red of the red shadow that is peeking through. Which one was it? It was the brightest red. Man, this is cool. I think I like it better than this one. Yeah, I do. All right, you guys. That was it. This was, I don't know how many looks. It takes some time to explore it. Now that I sat down and I played with different colors and really tried to use all of the colors, you start realizing that it's not that overwhelming at all. As long as you see it in sections of 3, right? That helps a lot. Section 1, section 2, section 3. And once you're comfortable playing within each section, then I think you'll find yourself jumping into other sections, like just jumping around. I like this color story for a holiday palette. I want to be able to create festive eye looks out of it. Festive, bolder, which often means more colorful, which often means more colorful. I like how this forced me to get creative. And I really like how the looks turned out. So I'm happy with this palette and I'm excited to keep playing with it for sure. As a side note, and completely unrelated to this palette, is that 98.9% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe. That way you won't miss my future uploads. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and I will see you in the next one. Bye.